Hey YouTube, 2T back. Pickups video, nothing more, nothing less, and a Tales from the Booter later. Stay tuned for that. So, it's fucking roasting, phone's going off. Vest is back on. I thought it might have been a bit cooler today, today being Sunday. It's not, it's hotter than it was yesterday. I hope everybody is doing well. YouTuber of the month. Get over, get voting. It's a fucking belter this month, I must admit. Old Rich Turner is he's picked some tricky names out like that, I tell you. But you gotta vote. Told you that in the video. You've gotta vote, guys. I do apologise if I melt, if I end up being a puddle, because it's fucking roasting. So, some trades, tradie gifty, and some pickups, as the name suggests, and then we'll go on to the booter. So, first up is a trade I did with my good friend Pat, who's sunning himself somewhere abroad, the jammy bastard. So, what is he after? He is after something I had. Oh, some Xboxy bits, I can't remember now. Anyway, he sorted me out a bag of staff. Ends up, when he mentioned, I said, oh, I only want this game, that game, and then we had to pack it, so that one's missing. So he done me a little box of goodies, so to speak. Again, the stuff I had, it was just no good to me, so I was going to move it on and stuff like that. So these are mainly, well, except for a couple of them, are going to be moved on. So first up was, and I think I've got the discs to this, I think I've still got the discs to this, Resident Evil 2, it's missing the disc. I'm pretty sure I had 2 discs, you know. Or did I gift one away to someone that's missing a disc? Disc 2. Usually disc 1 is missing, actually. I can't remember. I'm going to have to dig them out. I've got a pile of just like loose discs. But somewhere, I remember, if you can hear noise in the background, it's my youngest's birthday. We've got a karaoke machine. So they're fucking making a right old racket. Excuse me, so I do apologise. Well, I don't, because they're having fun, so you just have to fucking put up with it. What else I asked for Pat? Purely because I didn't have it. Metal Slug 4. I think I've got 2 and 3, I think. Great games. This one is a great trade fodder. Great to move on. Yeah, they're not. He did say the discs are a little bit iffy. The case is in a bit of a scrub. Operation Genesis. Yeah, they're all a bit worse for wear. Spyro, Eternal Night, Bob the Builder, the Twinkies, Double Tomb Raider, South Park, Just Love Shack, got that on Dreamcast, I think. Heart of Darkness, great game. I wonder if it's got the glasses in it. No, the box is absolutely shit. So I'm painted with that. So I'm rattling through this because it is absolutely fucking roasted. This one I do have, the second one as well. Broken Sword, no manual in that one. G-Police Weapons Justice, don't think I've got that one. And Hydro Thunder. Now, can anyone tell me, did Hydro Thunder ever get just a black box release? Because every single copy I've ever seen of this has always been one of these classics and shit like that. It's a great game on Dreamcast, that is. And now the 2 he mentioned about these. Well, I mentioned about one of them, and he sort of said, "Oh, have you got this one?" And I said, "I didn't even know that one was out." And this is what the get a bit confused. It'll make sense in a minute, trust me. This game is what I was referring to when I was on about the PS3 Fight Stick. So that'll give you a hint. And I mentioned seeing this, and it was reduced in price and stuff like that, like a limited collector's edition type thing. King of Fighters 13, yeah, deluxe edition. So I remember seeing this in game that Christmas one time. I think it hadn't been out very long, like a couple of months, and they'd reduced it right down. So Pat said, you know, got that, you fucking, yeah, too right, I'd be interested in that. And then he mentioned this one, and I didn't know this had even been released. He's very kindly sent me King of Fighters 12. Ah, okay. That'd be why then. It's Japanese. It would have if you looked at the fucking labels too. Yeah, 'cause it is different, although it's very similar. Yeah, King of Fighters 12. And obviously the PlayStation's region 3 anyway, so. But I don't know if that ever got a PAL release, you know. It probably did, I just wasn't, say, the PS3's quite new to me, relatively speaking. Yeah, because, oh, okay, so Rising Star. So Rising Star did the PAL versions, but SNK Playmore, which obviously took over SNK, did the Japanese one. That's quite interesting. So Pat, wonderful. Sure, you all know Pat by now. If you don't, check him out. Link down below. I think that was it. From other than a few bits that I picked up. These will interest some people, not everybody. I'm not going to go through them all, trust me. I've bought a shit ton of PlayStation demos, and I mean a shit ton. I've got, I'll show you. There's some nice demos in here. Tombi's in here as a demo. So they're all from not the PlayStation magazine. So I know there are some people that do collect these, and they are sort of desirable to a degree. I'll just show you the two. So there's a pile there, look. Another pile here. Fucking loads. Essential PlayStation and official UK PlayStation magazine and Station magazine. So a bit of a mixture, but you know, stuff. But that's from the charity shop. The lady, I said to her, they're all demos, because I asked her, you know, we had a load of PlayStation stuff come in. Nice little bits like that on there though. I said, oh yeah, they're all demos, they're not real games, sort of thing. She was a little bit, not disappointed. She was like, oh okay. She said, any good to you? I said, well, I said, yeah. I said, if not, I can find someone that'll be interested in them. So she let me have them for a couple of quid. Like, I've got some of them somewhere. That's all right. Right, the next lot. Turning Japanese, I really think so. I've got some fucking belting Famicom, Super Famicom, and I've got a Mega Drive game. So this game I have been after for bloody ages. I seen this last week at the Booter. It was sort of it wasn't, what word I'm looking for here. It looked like it'd been sweating. I don't think it was really water damage per se, but it looked like it had been sweating like in the loft, so it had that ripple effect going on to it, because the covers they weren't like washed out like they'd been out in the rain. I think they'd just been sweating in the loft. The guy did say it'd been in the loft apparently, but anyway, he wasn't splitting it for jack shit, but I knew I had this coming, so I was just curious anyway. On playing this, I knew it was a great game. I mentioned this to Pete Snestastic when he was did he get a Retron 5? Shit. I think he did. I'm getting confused now. Someone asked one about games. I said, oh, this is a great game. But I haven't even got it myself. It is known, and this is going to give it away for those that do know, it's known as Decap Attack in the UK, or in the PAL region, Western regions. But its original name is Magical Turbo Flying Adventure. Magical Turbo Flying Hat Adventure, or Turbo Flying Hat Adventure. So you'll know the cover. You've probably seen this about, so to speak. Absolutely fantastic condition. Absolute fucking mint. Now this, again, like I said, I've not even played Decap Attack. But this is, I think, the spiritual successor to Psycho Fox. I'm pretty sure if I did a bit of research, which you would have thought I might have done, I bet you'd find the same developers were involved in this, because the character plays very much like Psycho Fox. He's got that weird sort of inertia thing. If anyone's played Psycho Fox, you know what I'm talking about. Very unique control system, really fucking brilliant graphics, really colourful, really enjoyable. You've got the thing where you get like so Psycho Fox throws the crow. What does he throw? Like a rabbit, I think it is. I think it's a rabbit. Yeah, like a rabbity egg thing. Great game, absolutely brilliant game. If you If you like your platformers, trying to source that one. Fucking brilliant game. Doesn't end there. Well, it does, but that's the Mega Drive. Right. Best way to do this. There's no real. They're all fucking great games. I'll just start with Super Famicom and go back down to Famicom. So we've got Gun Hazard. So that's both of these. These are all complete manuals, everything else like that. So the second one to Front Mission. Now this one I do have. I've got it in the original format that I had it back in the day, which was the USA NTSC. I don't own the PAL one. Do I really need to own a PAL one? Nah, not really at first. This is box complete in fantastic condition. It's the mighty Legend of Zelda. So this isn't called. It's what's this called in something like Zelda Gold or something, I think it is. I could have completely fucking out. It's not called, you know, the Legend of Zelda, as it is here. It's called something else. I forgot what it's called. Don't come to me. This one I do own loose. This is boxed, complete. Wanted it. Great game. I think it's a great game anyway. Still holds up well, regardless of what people think. Final Fight. I know there's big debates about, you know, is it Final? You know, is Final Fight 2 shit? Is Final Fight 3 is a great game. Very expensive, but a brilliant game. I still can't remember what it is. This is doing my head in. It's not called Link to the Past. It's called something Link to. I'm sure it's got gold in the name. Fuck it. Link to the Past, Super Famicom version. That'll do. Now this one, I got this with a view that at some point I'm holding out that there will be a fan translation. There's not at the minute. There is for Zelda, there is for Gun Hazard. Final Fight don't need it. There's not for this, but I'm holding out. This did get a Western release. So I'm surprised they haven't managed to do this. This should be out of. Look, I'm no fucking expert in hacking these. I would have thought on paper it was a relatively easy fan translation to produce, but I don't know. And it is. Well, how you would know it is Spike McFang. He went to Spike McFang. Isometric RPG, kind of like in the vein of Super Mario, not Super Mario RPG. Yeah, I suppose a little bit maybe. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. Great game. I've played just up to the first level. I've got a fucking clue what's going on. But you've got because you can jump in this. It's weird to explain. It's like an isometric. Isometric RPG platformer. I don't know, it's weird, it's got different elements injected into it. Great game, but yes, technically it is a Spike McFang, but in fantastic condition. Got my nose, I think my hay fever's kicking in. Right. Famicom. Right, I took a risk on a couple of games. Not really knowing a lot about them. The other ones, you'll know when you see them, you know what they are. These ones took a bit of a, you know, just trying different things out, just, you know, see what's out there, kind of thing. Unusual quirky games. I forgot the name of it. Back to that one. So, I asked a question a while back about Famicom titles. How'd you get into them? How'd you get into it? Most of these needed cleaning. The Retron just wouldn't read it, wouldn't even recognise there's a cart there. So I did the old isopropanople. Didn't do it. Yeah, I think it started to read them, but then said like unable to read the ROM error and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, fucking, how do I get into them? Googled it. There's no easy way. Equally, the ways that you can do it, you end up breaking clips. So fucking hell. So I kind of improvise a little bit, and I'll show you the results of that by getting. Obviously, when the isopropanople doesn't work, the only other option I've got really is just a Brasso, and that does bring them brilliantly. So I kind of improvised with a Brasso, with restricted access, and it worked. It worked on most of them bar one. I do need to go back in and clean these. So I can't remember again. This is called something Princess. I think it's called, actually I've got a translation for this. I'm sure it's something bizarre like Princess Orgy. This is title here. If I remember the names, I'll stick them down below. What you can see just in there, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the white residue? So that's off the Brasso. So I can go in there with a Q-tip and clean it. But ideally, the best way I've seen, I haven't managed to do this myself, is to get a clamp. And what you do, you clamp the top half, where that seam is, you clamp the top half, squeeze it, and it pops it open here. You can see a gap. And then with the flat beige, you pop it in because there's little latches here. There's latches at the top. The top latches I don't think tend to break. It's these ones here, and I'll give you an example of that. That's a quick little game. Really unusual. This one is really weird. You're in a house. There's loads of hidden rooms in it. I can't remember the names of it. It's this game here. Again, I'll put them down below. I can't fucking remember. My brain's gone addled. I know what this one's called. Oh, Herbie. No, is it not Herbie? Fucking hell. I want to say Herbie. It's a bit like Mario. You run around with a little umbrella, hitting shit. And again, I don't know if you can see in there. There's some like residue stuff again. Now this one is a great little game. Very much in the vein of, remember I talked about Action Fighter, Road Fighter, which funny enough is a bit like Action Fighter, but for the Master System. This is very quick, very addictive. Fucking took me ages to work out what I'm meant to do. It translates as Ninja Kids. Now this is a Jelco game, to get the screenshot. So, little ninja, and you got to kill other ninjas, but it's like a platform, it's tiered, so you can go up and down. A bit like Bomb Jack, stuff like that. You can move up and down the sort of play field, but when you jump, you can only jump diagonally. You can't jump straight up. And you've got like little ninja stars, and then you go so far. You just have to kill the baddies on the screen, that's all it is. Dead simple, really addictive. This one I could not get it to read this. I had to open it up, and I had to sort of force the clips, and unfortunately, as you can see here, it took a chunk out. But what I've had to do, because it snapped it off, that was just like ratting, so I've kind of had to really, unfortunately, butcher it with a bit of glue. What I'm going to do is get some isopropyl and just try and clean that up, just so it's a bit smoother. It still plays fine, but these are absolute bastards to get into to clean, really are. I don't know why they did it this way. All you have to do is stick 2 bloody screws at the back. But yeah, I'm getting a clamp off of the father-in-law. He's got a clamp that will lend me, so I'll try that out. Because really, these are the ones I do need to get in and just to clean any residue off. Right, a couple more and then we're done. So not a lot. I'm being quite selective in what I'm buying. Like I say, to be fair, most of the time I've got a great deal of stuff now. There's not a great ton of stuff that I'm after. So it is stuff, you know, like Magical Flying Turbo Hat Adventure. That's what it's called. You know, the weird and wonderful. Right. These two, one of these I've actually got it twice, but I haven't got this variant. And for those that know it, it is Ninja Gaiden. Kenjo Ryo Tutsu. I don't know what it's fucking some Japanese name anyway. Fortunately the back's a bit balked. I can live with that. And the second one, which I don't have. This one's fantastic condition. Again, these needed a bit of a clean. You might be able to see it better on that. I don't know. Probably not. Might be a bit of white residue because it's black. You might be able to see it. Yeah, ideally, I'd love to just get in these and just give them a nice. You only have to do it once. That's the thing. And then these next ones, last ones, and then I am missing. If I said I was missing number 6, I'll let you have a think. If I said I'm missing number 6, it's the only one I need. It is, of course, Rockman, Mega Man. So I've got nearly the full set now. I just need number 6. And with the Retron, there's fan translations for every single one of these. Bit of right in the back, but it's weird, isn't it? Because that really doesn't bother me because it's Japanese. It's Japanese on the back. Rockman 2. I do love the different colour cards, so a little bit of Japanese writing for me. And Rockman 4. A little bit of Japanese writing. But yeah, absolutely brilliant game. It's fucking tough as fucking nails. I'm not very good at. I need to practice that Rockman. It's like a memory game, isn't it? You need, once you've mastered the patterns, you're kind of halfway there. So that is all the pickety-pockety pick-it-ups. Don't know how long that's run for. I'm going to change the game and go Tales of the Booter. Take it easy, YouTube. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.